Hey guys, welcome back to Big Brother Sister X. I'm Tisma.
What's going on, y'all?
And today we're reacting to The Flash.
Season 8, Episode 16, The Curious Case of Bartholomew Allen. So yeah, we didn't even get Iris last episode, but she completely disappeared. He went to Tenya, but she ain't trying to help with nothing because she thinks we killed her mom. Well, Iris did, but her mom was in there, but Dion was he's not really Dion, I don't think. Or something just really got his head messed up, but he kind of disregarded that lady and just wanted to use Barry to find, I guess it was like the essence of Iris, the thing that he put in her to track her. Mm-hmm. She wasn't there, just the piece, and he got it back and then dipped. And then Barry, he went and got Nora, trapped her there, and then they both got out. But then she said, I got to get back to the future to make sure mom's all right or whatever, I think she said. So, yeah, we're just kind of picking up there. Jill Blaine agreed to help Frost, bring back Killer Frost. So I guess we'll see where that goes. But they're kind of doing that slowly at the beginning and ends of the episode. So it may take a while for that to build up. But yeah, I guess we'll just see where it goes. And somebody stole Chester's files. So don't know what that's about. That's probably setting up a future arc, but we'll see. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon. We're going to get started.
Barry, we're in position to attack. Where are you? Sorry, I saw a few things to take care of on the way.
Not your fault. Oh, that was a cop. Ah, nice.
That was smooth.
They was ready too.
He tilted his car.
So, is this the banana?
Barry gave you a break there because that could have been worse. Now you don't have to go to jail. Not grandma got ran over by a reindeer? They paid for that one.
She almost won the cardiac arrest.
Don't worry about that guy. I just dropped him off at CCPD.
How do you give the one who's actually doing armed robbery a break, but take the one who reckless? Okay. I would have just took his phone. He would have had to pay attention then. I don't know if that one makes sense.
Or, no, he just faced with the car around.
He's saving the world in the middle of a game. So it's just whatever with Iris. We playing games and Iris just chilling in non-existence.
What the hell's going on?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Joe, because we acting like Iris don't exist. He got time to save all of Central City, but ain't focused on his life.
There's no escape for him now. See him, somebody.
You already know Joe don't know how to play nothing like this.
Support. You're my last hope.
It's my turn.
Use your vorpal sword. Use your vorpal sword.
What do you do, Crash?
I tell the thing to raise its little claws and read it its Miranda rights. Look, it's not for me. I'm sorry.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Refill on goblets.
And look for Iris.
And you were acting, but family game night.
Your little it's got a 600-page instruction booklet.
Well, I read the whole thing in like 2 seconds.
Oh, I read that in like 2 seconds.
I don't sound like that. But look, I was a little intimidated too, but Iris made me give it a try, and we wound up having a great time that night.
That sounds like my baby girl. Nice son of her.
I mean, Nora says that Iris is still in the future, which means she's okay. The path we're on now should lead us to her.
The timeline is split. You and Iris up before, and it never holds, so I have faith, not just like you do.
I gotta go to CCPD.
Kramer needs you.
No, not Kramer. You trying to make me feel like I ran back in time?
Sing?
What can I say, Alan? This will always be home.
Then who got baby Jenna? Because she sure wasn't at home with no supervision.
While the Flash was out stopping robberies in Central City, Barry Allen has been in his lab all day. With me, Captain Kramer will never suspect a thing.
Thanks, Chief, but it's fine. She already knows I'm the Flash.
What? You told her already? She just got here.
It took you years to tell me.
Well, I figured it out first. A high-profile theft at Mercury Labs came across my desk. Says they made off with a gamma absorption array. The Mercury Tech Unit says a device like that in the wrong hands can cause all kinds of damage.
Yeah, they're right. I mean, arrays like this use bursts of gamma radiation to interact with cellular structures.
Gamma? That's what created the Hulk.
Almost anything from growing super crops to taking out an entire army.
Chester, what are you doing?
The only way to solve our mystery is to catch our thief.
Well, no, this ain't Chester. This is Mercury Labs.
Prints from the crime scene have traces of residual calcium plates, most commonly found in barnacles, which grow directly onto a hard substrate like a boat or a dock. So the perp is probably hiding out somewhere near the shipyard.
Okay, I will get Captain Kramer up to speed. Great work, as usual.
Thank you.
So you know what happens now?
Oh, I bring in our mystery thief.
He's like, I'm not picking up all these
Bring
papers.
up the plans for the shipyard warehouses. Our perp's hiding somewhere out here.
Great camera, catch it. Buried that van must have been shielded because as soon as you opened it up, radiation readings spiked through the roof.
I'm gonna run it back for a full analysis.
Watch your 6.
Oh, you won't be running anywhere much longer.
You're the bad guy, aren't you?
He looks like Caitlyn.
You wanna save us both some time and tell me what these mods do before I take you to prison, or?
Why don't I show you?
Energy something.
Enjoy what time you have left, Flash.
I don't know who he's supposed to be.
Please don't get your speed taken away again. Ooh.
Oh, in the promo, it says something about him aging quickly or something.
Oh, yeah.
So
I do remember that now.
yeah, so he is probably about to. But I mean, considering, I don't know how that would work. I mean, I imagine the process of whatever is going to happen to him is going to be slowed down because everything that happens to him is like slowed down. Or
Yeah.
well, that's not really true. Everything's really sped up. But I feel like something like that, because he has like metahuman healing, it would fight against it a little harder than it would a normal person.
Right.
But we'll see how they explain it.
Because, like, if he were to break a bone, it'd speed up the healing process. But if he would get cancer, it'd slow it down.
I would think.
Gideon, run a full diagnostic.
Commencing full body diagnostic scan. Multiple biological abnormalities detected.
What? What kind of abnormalities?
Moderate signs of arthritis, hearing
Oh,
loss,
not arthritis.
osteoporosis, high cholesterol, and heartburn.
That's what that is?
Holy Benjamin.
That describes me all in one
Every
sentence.
cell in your body has deteriorated suddenly. It says here that you've aged 30 years overnight.
How is that possible? He looks exactly the same.
It looks like the blast that hit Barry was mostly absorbed by his internal biology. Organs, cardiovascular system, bones, joints. He may look young on the outside, but on the inside, things are very different.
Me when I ran my 2.7 miles
Maybe,
today.
but
I'm gonna go back to his warehouse and search for clues.
Well, hang on. Do you really think it's a good idea for you to go out in the field like this? Do we even know? Has this affected your powers?
Gideon, run a meta efficiency test.
Test initiated.
We'll start with phasing.
I wouldn't want my hand getting stuck in nothing.
Phasing unsuccessful.
Phasing's pretty advanced. Yeah. Okay, let's try something easier. Wind arms.
Come on, Jay and Young Justice 103, and he's still in the crime fighting business.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely moving your arms.
Test complete.
Just had it.
Meta ability has decreased by 29%.
Okay,
Ooh,
Barry,
that's a
honey,
lot.
why don't you come sit down?
I'm fine. I can feel the speed force inside me. I just need to stretch my legs, get them moving, figure out what I can still handle.
Caitlyn about to be mad. Why wouldn't you go in the
I already got
hallway?
things somewhere. Now I gotta get a damn thing named. How about vacuum?
Good to see you, man.
Hey, David.
Saying you can't be here, Jenna watching herself.
Barry told me to be around. Sorry, I just been screaming at electronic equipment for the last couple hours.
I wanted to see how retirement was treating you. I was expecting.
Good. He
Football or
ain't got no
finding
kids.
jobs or
He
Right.
got the house to himself.
Yeah, ever since
Chilling.
Janice been in preschool, I've had more time on my hands.
Oh shit.
You know, you could just use some of this time to
They
find
always
ways to
find a way
relax.
to get her out of here.
Iris.
Hey, you look better. How do you feel?
Just a little tired. But as long as I keep it under Mach 10, I can maintain control of my speed. And that's more than fast enough to catch this guy.
Right, but We know that Allegra can handle herself out in the field, so when crazy scientist guy comes back, then she and Chester can handle it, and I can even help
Cecilia,
out.
I can't risk getting hit with that machine. And you heard Chester, the only way to cure me is to get the gamma ray back, and the fastest way to do that is with my speed.
But are you sure that this is the right way to do it? It just feels like you're racing past some red flags here. I mean, is everything okay?
Guys, we've got a break-in at Max Labs.
Another tech facility. Guess we found our guy.
High velocity object incoming. I assume correctly you would recognize a thermal detonator flash.
Mary, that's no ordinary grenade. It's got major bad energy emanating from it. He modified it to pack a serious punch.
I'm going to obtain a power more precious than any ever wielded by a superhero.
Should have brought Allegra.
How's this for power?
Bruh.
Cute. My turn.
Or to use all of his training skills. Don't catch it, move.
Bruh.
Heart rate's spiking.
L after L.
Yeah, he should have just listened to Cecile. I already knew it was gonna go bad because usually when they warn him it's gonna go bad, it does go bad. So next time, hopefully he'll listen and let them handle it.
Well, there's no permanent damage, but you're nearsighted now.
Why did your vision go bad? You didn't have this problem earlier.
That's not the only new thing.
Gray hair.
He was only supposed to be old on the inside.
Hey, Chester, run the scan results through Gideon's bioalgorithm, and let's take a detailed look.
Done. And if I'm reading this right, you aged another 10 years.
What? How? Was it the grenade blast?
I don't think so. It looks like the gamma radiation inside Barry's cells is activated by his speed force energy.
Wait, Chuck, are you seriously saying that the more the Flash runs,
The more he ages, Barry.
I have to find this guy.
Can't find her if you're dead.
hold on, maybe Cecile's right. You almost had a heart attack back at Max's lab.
Plus, if your aging's showing on the outside, I can't even imagine what's going on inside your body.
Find out who he is.
Yeah, he wiped the security cameras at his first crime scene, but I showed up before he had a chance to do it again. Pulled this photo from the footage and ran a background check.
Dr. Pyotr Orlov, former technician at a small R&D lab, Corbin Taft Industries, says here he was fired for using company resources on unsanctioned research.
I'm gonna check his old lab at Taft, see if Dr. Olson left any clues.
Barry, it's Dr. Orlov. Remember?
That's what I meant. And I'm gonna need those contacts, Chester.
I'm gonna go with you.
Cecile.
Look, this guy has surprised us a couple of times already, and my powers will feel him coming if he decides to show up while we're at his lab.
Okay.
Right. Oh, real quick, this time,
We're driving.
we're gonna take my car.
I figured. That's the main
Go
reason.
map.
That's the main reason she wanted to go, so he wouldn't run.
Triangular hex bracket tool to fasten the side brushes.
Yeah, I couldn't find whatever the hell that is, so I'm using my trusty dusty socket wrench.
Are you sure that's gonna fit the...
Just little boobies. Oh! Why do we need robots for a man's job? Anyway, Jenna's gonna have to learn what chores are.
Now Jenna gotta learn what chores are.
What was that?
I think it was a facial ID scan, like how your phone unlocks.
Oh, data white computer cells. You're gonna have to try every possible
Now all the data's gonna be erased.
combination.
I need to run this, Chester.
Wait, no, Barry, you can't.
I don't have a choice. We need to find out what's on this hard drive.
Well, then there's gotta be another way. Let's just take a second and think.
I don't have time. We need to run this to CCPD.
CCPD? You mean Star? Barry, that's the second time you forgot something.
I didn't forget. I misspoke. Okay, we need to go right now.
Where did you take us?
Where did you take us?
This is Egypt. Oh. Oh, China!
We are a long way from home.
You took a wrong turn on Albuquerque.
A wrong turn or two.
he need to chill out. He should have just tried every possible combination.
For real, with the speed.
Considering in this show, computers can keep up with how fast he types.
Somehow.
While cognitive functions have returned to normal levels, Barry Allen's memory loss will likely be a recurring event.
How they get back in the same day?
He would have to run at that point.
I feel like I have time for this.
I'm got no car.
Yeah,
Left her
I don't
car
think
at
you
the
get how
crime.
serious this is.
The
Look, according to your latest bioscan results from Gideon, if you use that much speed again, it could kill you.
So no running.
Okay.
Old men can be
We need
stubborn.
to find Orlov more than ever. All right, getting his gamma
We're
ray
gonna
is
find
still the
Olaf,
only way
but
to
you gotta
cure me
chill.
and stop whatever he's planning. Chester, were you able to save his laptop?
I managed to stop the countdown, but it's gonna take some more time for me to hack inside.
Okay, well, let me know what
Wow,
to do.
in 60
In the
seconds.
meantime, everyone
Let's-
watch satellites for gamma ray
he had
spikes
to
in the
have
city.
like
Right
20.
now, that's our only other means.
Assuming
to
Barry
find
ran
Orlov.
to the right place.
I'm gonna
the next
visit
time.
the Stark Hive, see if I can find anything to safely hold the game emitter when I bring it back.
I like to stop with this episode.
Half my day trying to keep up with the changes all around me. I think I had to set a reminder on my phone to pick up Jenna from her play date an hour from now. It's like I don't recognize my life. Maybe that's what happens when you have more years behind you than you have ahead of you. You spend so much time looking back that it's really hard to move forward.
Your life isn't the problem. Retirement isn't the problem. It's you. You don't want to move forward. You've always been like this, stuck in your ways, not really willing to embrace anything new.
My ways put hundreds of criminals behind bars.
Okay, but now you're moving past that.
Do you know why it took us so long to close the Steve Palmer case? It was because you refused to learn the new CCPD computer system.
Bruh.
Now, my file folders work just fine.
Maybe. And maybe you spent a lot of extra time filling out forms. Time you could have spent doing the job you love instead. So your life has always been changing. You were a single father who took in a traumatized boy who just lost both of his parents. And you raised that boy to be one of the most extraordinary humans to ever walk the earth. You raised the Flash. And he didn't get his greatest superpowers from a bolt of lightning.
Like,
He got the little man who embraced an unexpected time in his life.
Joe usually giving this, the speeches. I
I
get
got
them.
them from you,
I like the change.
I do too.
Joe West.
I love seeing that friendship. They're setting up his exit because they said season 9 he pretty much just gonna be a guest star. Oh, not his being lost. Where's the restroom?
Stop! Not funny.
What's going on with you? You're not normally this stubborn. And what are you trying to prove, honey? You're scaring all of us.
I'm scared too, Cecile. I feel myself withering. When I run, my bones ache. Like they're made of glass, and my hands won't stop shaking. I'm always out of breath. And it's getting harder. It's getting harder to remember the people I love. I thought I had plenty of time to get Iris back, live my life with her. Now it's all fading away. And now with my mind going too, it's like losing everyone you love all at once.
You know, you're not the first superhero that I've seen go through this. Oh, I knew one badass fighter through and through. My grandmother. And just like you, she was always running from one adventure to the next. She never lost her love for life, and that inspired me to do more with my own.
She sounds like an amazing woman.
Here's the thing, though. She never feared getting old. Mm-mm. She made a choice. She knew if she was gonna run out of time, then damn it, she was gonna use the time that she had to live exactly the life that she wanted. See, she knew She knew that no one could outrun time. But you can't embrace it. Barry, nobody's saying that you can't go get the bad guy, but don't let your fear of running out of time cloud your ability to see the right way to do it.
Guys, I finally broke the encryption code on Orlov's laptop.
This episode has a lot to do with
So I took a look through Orlov's
age
notes
and
on the gamma
what it
ray.
means to be
He is a next level
old
genius, no
and
doubt, but
the fear of
unfortunately,
like
he's planning
being
something
old,
seriously.
being retired, or telling this story through both
This is
Joe
what he
and
stole
Barry.
from his second lab rig.
Interesting
An
take.
energy amplifier that could boost his machine's output 100-fold.
So he wants to make everyone old? Why?
He just wants to be young again, and I think he's figured out how. By taking it from other people.
We'll see where this goes. I hope he lets the others come into the field to fight, so he doesn't use up all his abilities. I mean, because this guy can't fight. He just has gadgets. So once you get around that, it's just knocking him out, really.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's a meta. So and that's the thing. Barry in the beginning of the episode was just like not stopping to approach him. He was just, you know, doing what he needed to do. Like he should have never.
Lollygagging. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
the villain."
He needs to stop lollygagging and just straight up attack the guy as soon as he gets there. No stopping the talk, no letting that guy talk. Just straight up, just hit him, knock him out. Boom, it's done. Get the machine. Too much talk. But I wonder what Joe's gonna do. He probably gonna end up traveling. Well, I would hope he wouldn't leave until Iris is back safely. But I think towards the end of the season, he probably gonna be like, I need to go on like a little trip. And he gonna take Jenna, because you know they can't have her appearing. And he probably gonna just go like travel the world or something. They gonna find a way to again. He'll probably be like, I'll check back in.
Yeah. Over like call or something.
You know, I think Joe's like the only person on the show who's never had powers.
Yeah.
Because like even some people like, you know, had him temporarily, but I don't think he's ever had metahuman abilities at all. Not even a doppelganger of him. He's been straight human his whole life. Just a random thought. But.
Look at these readings. If we shut it down too suddenly, there'll be a cascading degradation cycle in the gamma isotopes.
Meaning we can't just turn it off. It's already built up too much of a charge. Shutting it off now would cause the gamma rays to explode out, affecting hundreds of people.
We better think of something quick. In a few minutes, it'll be charged enough to affect the whole city.
Is there any way
How
we can
is
slow
it
it down?
minutes? Either that or like
No.
30 seconds.
We have to speed it up.
Actually, everything got to be
Guys, the gamma radiation siphons energy from human cells, speeding up the biological aging process, like what's been happening to me all day. But if we fed it more energy than it can handle,
The amplifier would have to kick into overdrive to match the high energy consumption rate. It would burn out the machine.
What do we got that can put out that much energy?
me, if I die or it ages me to 100, I'm not afraid anymore. You're right, Cecile, I can't outrun time, but I can embrace it.
Jay made it to 103. I'm pretty sure Barry can do it.
Yeah.
Though Jay probably eats a lot healthier and stuff. He's a smart man.
You know,
You should have just ran into him.
you can't. Yes, I can.
Nah, Barry might never been able to get back up at this point.
Orlov's machine just hit 100,000 milliseverts of radiation. That's fully charged, Barry. Whatever you're gonna do, you gotta do it now.
You're out of time, Flash. And slower than ever.
Don't let him keep talking.
It looks like everyone in Central City is running out of time.
I don't understand. What's Barry doing?
He just matched the gamma machine's energy output, stopping it from expanding, but if he's gonna overcharge it, he's gonna have to hit some savage velocity.
He ain't gonna make it. Like he about to fall over.
Oh, no. He's having a heart attack.
Give him an adrenaline shot. Didn't Cisco have that in the
He's
suit?
over 100 years old.
Iris ain't gonna want you no more, bro. Y'all
He did it, but he gonna be skin and bones if he didn't just turn into dust.
It reversed everything.
I imagine it would, but
Better than ever.
My years,
not your ears.
my time. It's all gone. What do I do now?
Embrace the time you have left in prison.
Nah. Yep, because you're going to jail. Now you really ruin the rest of your life.
Yeah.
He gonna die in prison, and you could have freedom.
He was what, 50 now? No, he was.
And he look a lot older than he was. So he not only did he raise his age by probably at least maybe a decade or half that, but now you're gonna spend the rest of whatever life you have left struggling in jail. So good luck with that. Good job. Supervillainy never pays off. Back in the better.
Good.
So young man Orloff became old, but not only did old man
little
Barry
Orloff.
become young again, you completely regenerated and then some. You're not in your 30s anymore.
How old am I?
29.
Ah.
We all know what that means though, right? 30th birthday party next year.
So Iris been go-
I used to be
so
like a
they
human
just like
light
she's in the
bulb,
future. She's good.
But now
She's a hell of a lot more.
So what's your code name?
Yeah. Barry used to be the Streak.
Nobody calls
Then he
me.
became the Flash. What do people call you?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it before. But I like to keep a low profile. So
Well, you're not gonna have one anymore.
I ain't gonna last for long as soon as that girl gets
okay,
detected.
Joe, I'm thinking we tweak the quest. We can set it in CCPD. Maybe we solve a homicide.
We could do that. Or
Got him dressed up, I already know.
I've been doing the work like reading in that handbook there, children. And once I show y'all how to play this game, I'm gonna teach y'all spades, and you're all gonna
Yeah,
be around your
spades.
I'm sorry, I gotta take this over. You guys keep.
That's the old black man in him. Ain't going to a black household without playing spades.
No, I thought Kayla was with you.
And this one they about to find out.
Barry?
Caitlin, you okay?
What are you doing here?
Your mom called trying to find you. You said you were staying with her, but she says she hasn't seen you since the funeral. That you haven't returned her calls.
I changed my mind.
What is going on?
I've been working on some stuff.
What is it?
Okay.
What's this doing here?
Okay, I know how this looks.
Caitlin, what's this doing here?
Barry, just listen to me.
What is
The
it?
mirror gun split Frost and me into two people once before. It took her from my subconscious and gave her a body. So I've been running tests over and over again. And there must still be a piece of Frost inside of me. So if I can access those latent pieces in my subconsciousness, then I can bring her back. I know what you're thinking, and frankly, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably be thinking the same thing. But just for 1 second, imagine this isn't Frost that we're talking about. What if we could bring your mom back? Or your dad? What would you do to make that possibility a reality?
He already done changed the timeline doing that before, so he knows. He gets it.
We don't have to say goodbye to Frost.
He trying to think of the
Losing
right
someone you
words.
love can make it really hard to move on. But as difficult as it is, you have to accept that Frost is gone. And that she's not coming back.
But I don't want to.
I know. But it's the only way to start living again.
I can do this. I have to.
Where's this going?
I'm sorry.
Barry, please.
What is he doing? That was a little dramatic. That's just gonna piss her the fuck off.
I cleaned it up.
Look at her. Yeah, that was not the right response. You could have just took the device or something, but what that was.
That's super sweet. You could clean all this stuff up.
Sorry.
You didn't. That was not the correct response. I'm sorry. That would piss me off if that was me.
Now I'm going out of seat and I will continue doing what I'm doing.
I don't know what she gonna do now, but.
Hey, this is Olivia Liang. A new episode of Kung Fu is coming up next on the CW.
You sped us out of the way and then built a fire.
I did.
What are they talking about?
I think there may be a new speedster in town. Back to the office.
What scared
Me and you?
so bad that you had to run all this way just to be sure I was still here?
Interesting. They done brought fucking Thon back, and then they gonna make us wait till June 8th. They always doing something. CW, I'm getting tired of y'all. I always want to take a break when it get good. Come on now. Thon coming back? And then, you know, they already teased. I don't know, it's probably not gonna happen, but Godspeed and Zoom messing up the city. And then he talked about a speedster back. It ain't Thawne, obviously. He's in jail. So I'm like, is this when the Godspeed and Zoom thing come back? We still don't know who hacked Chester's files. Unless it was that guy and that's how he built the device. But they didn't explain that very clearly if that was the case. But I don't think that is the case. I think that was just a one and done.
Yeah, I don't think that was the case because he's a doctor and he's been doing that for years. So I think that's something else.
Yeah. And what he just did to Caitlyn, that was...
We have 4 stories that we need to...
Yeah. Candace must have put in her vacation request because they not showing her at all. And they prolonging that story and putting it off. Candace is the actress who plays Iris. That's the thing. Like, y'all should have did her arc when she was around. And y'all could have pushed the Caitlyn arc back if y'all knew she was going on vacation. Because then now, to me, personally, it don't make sense that they're not concerned about Iris. Talking about some, oh, she's in the future. It's cool. We just got to keep doing what we're doing and she'll come back. That's not how it works. You actually have to do something. I get y'all tried one thing, but all of a sudden, like, you're giving up, like, because it's like very hypocritical, the fact that he wouldn't let this guy, you know, he wouldn't let his team go and stop this old man. He's like, no, I have to do this. I can do this. I'm going to do this. He was very persistent, not giving up. Yet, you're not that persistent when it comes to trying to save your wife. So that doesn't really make sense to me.
It doesn't.
It don't. It's very hypocritical. And now, while I thought this was a good episode, I'm just saying there's still writing flaws. But I'm getting the fact that Candace was in that one. Don't look like she's in the next one. And it kind of looks like they're moving on. I think she took a vacation. Because she did that last season, too, where she was gone for several episodes. And the season before, when she disappeared. Like, she's been taking vacations. Which is fine. She needs her mental health and all that. Take your vacations. But they should have done her story arc sooner to where it's not this big lapse. Unless they just wanted to do that so it perfectly explained her disappearance. And because they didn't want to write another way, then I guess. But I feel like it kind of messes up this, I don't know, the logic, because how's a week?
Touched on it more.
I don't know. That just don't sit right in my soul. But they're going to do what they're going to do at the end of the day. But as for what Barry just did to Caitlyn, I don't know how she's going to react. You know me. I want her to go evil. I want her Killer Frost to come out, and I want her to fuck some shit up. That's what I want, but I
don't know how I would react if I was Caitlyn.
It would piss me off. I'm ready to fight, and that's why I'm like, maybe her evil Killer Frost. I was waiting for her eyes to glow. I was like, oh, there she is, but it didn't happen. She just kind of had that look. I'm like, oh, it might happen, it might not, but I feel like they're pushing a villain arc. I just feel it in my bones. That's what I want. That's what I need. But it's only, 4 or 5 episodes left, so I don't know if they could properly do an arc yet, but if they're setting up season 9, then it could be a hell of a season. We got Thawne back, we got Killer Frost back, we get Godspeed and Zoom back, and whoever this species, like, if they get the final season, let them know ahead of time. Don't pull no Batwoman and Legends crap and cancel it. Let them know and let them go all out. Like, bringing back the heavy hitters. Like, it would be a good season. They can have a really good final season because they've been having some mediocre seasons and some very bad seasons, and it just ain't never been the first 3 season quality. But if we can get that last season right, that's what everybody gonna remember. We can forget the fluff. So, but hey, we'll see what happens. I'm definitely interested in the next arc, the Speedster one, because I feel like the Flash is at its best when it's with the Speedsters.
I want them to touch on Allegra. Hopefully they will next episode.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Because I love the office drama. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, I don't know if like they're trying to save stuff for next season, but they're doing a lot of setup, and I'm just not like, y'all got all these episodes. Like, you just did a filler episode, but yet you have all this setup for all these story arcs. It's like
you have 4 story arcs,
and we about to open a new one, so it's just like, what we doing here? Like, wrap up some storylines. I mean, what we saving them for next season for? By the looks of it, sometimes next season ain't guaranteed. So, yeah. I mean, I know they got renewed, but anything could change. I don't trust CW at all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. But we're gonna see what they do. So thank you guys for watching, and of course we want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to Peach Up on our apps.
And we will see you guys June 8th for more of The Flash.
Bye.